Introduction. Ever felt like you're trying so hard to improve your life, but nothing really changes? You set goals. You make promises. You stay motivated for a few days. Then, life happens. You fall back. You feel guilty. And deep down, you start wondering, maybe something's wrong with me? Let me tell you a secret. The problem isn't you. The problem is the strategy. We've been told that success demands massive action, big leaps, overnight transformations. But what if that's wrong? What if the real magic lies in doing less, but doing it consistently? This book is built around one powerful truth. Small changes, done daily, can completely change your life. Not next year, not someday. Starting today. In The 1% Shift, you'll learn how to build powerful habits that stick. Think clearly, even in chaos. Design your environment for success. Kill procrastination and build unstoppable focus. And most importantly, create a simple daily system that compounds over time. This is not a motivational book. This is a manual to build a life you're proud of, 1% at a time. No hype, no fluff, no fake positivity, because your future doesn't change in one day. It changes when you change what you do every day. If you're ready to rebuild your mindset, habits, and momentum, turn the page. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel. Book Suggest, where we break down powerful books that shift your life, just like this one. Chapter 1. Micro Wins, Massive Gains. Why small daily efforts beat big occasional efforts every time. Let me start with a truth no one wants to hear. Most people don't fail because they lack talent, intelligence, or passion. They fail because they're trying to win big all at once, instead of winning small every day. We live in a world obsessed with overnight success. You see someone post a before-after transformation. You hear stories of millionaires who made it in 6 months. And you start thinking, maybe I just need one big break too. But here's the truth they don't show you. Success isn't built overnight. It's built daily. Let's break this down together. The compound effect, the most powerful law. You're ignoring if you saved just one taka a day. Would you become rich? Sounds like a joke, right? But let's say you increase that saving by 1% daily. On day 1, it's 1 taka. On day 2, it's 1.01. On day 3, it's 1.02. Now keep going for 365 days. By day 365, it's not 365 taka. It's over 37,000 taka. That's the power of compounding. Now imagine doing that. Not with money, but with your habits, your skills, your health, your focus, your confidence, even your relationships. Small changes multiplied by time. Shears, unstoppable growth. Why big leaps fail and small steps win. You say, from tomorrow, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. I'll go to the gym every day. I'll quit junk food. You try. You do it for 2 days. Then life slaps you with stress, deadlines, or laziness. And just like that, you're back to square one. Here's why it happens. Big changes shock your system. Small changes train it. Your brain hates sudden changes. It sees them as threats. But when you start small, one push-up, one page, one new word, one mindful breath, your brain doesn't resist. It accepts it, builds confidence, builds momentum. What does a 1% shift look like in real life? Let me give you real relatable examples. This is where most books fail. They speak theory. Let's get practical. Want to build a reading habit? Don't aim for 1 hour a day. Start with 1 page a day. Just one. After a week, your brain will say, this is easy. Then you can do 2 pages. Then 5. Before you know it, you've read 12 books a year. Want to improve your health? Don't commit to 90-minute workouts from day one. Start with 5 minutes of stretching after waking up. Add 5 minutes of walking. Drink 1 extra glass of water. Tiny changes. Daily. Want to grow your income? Don't try to start a full business in one night. Start by spending 10 minutes a day learning a skill. Graphic design, freelancing, affiliate marketing, video editing, just 10 minutes. 1% a day. 365% improvement in a year. Want to fix your mindset? Don't aim to become positive. Overnight, just write one thing you're grateful for every morning. Watch how your brain starts focusing on progress, not problems. The science, why 1% works, even if it feels useless. Let's talk psychology. Your brain is wired for reward repetition. Ease small wins hit all 3. Every time you complete a micro goal, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. That builds momentum. You think, I did it yesterday. I can do it again today. Over time, your identity shifts. You're no longer a lazy person trying to be productive. You've become a person who shows up every day. Identity follows action, not the other way around. Stack wins, not pressure. We often overcomplicate success. We think we need a perfect morning routine, a life coach, expensive tools, or apps, a new environment. What we really need is to show up for ourselves, daily, even if it's for 5 minutes. Imagine this, you write 100 words every day, a book in 6 months. You do 10 push-ups every day, 3,650 push-ups a year. You invest 15 minutes a day in learning, 91 hours of deep skill in 1 year. This is how ordinary people build extraordinary lives. How to start your 1% shift. Today, let's stop here and go practical. You're reading this book because you want change. So here's how to start right now. Step 1. Pick one area. Choose just one thing you want to improve. Health, money, focus is confidence, skills. Relationships, not all, just one. Step 2. Define a micro goal. Make it ridiculously easy. Instead of work out 1 hour daily, try do 5 jumping jacks after brushing teeth. Instead of write a business plan, try write 3 bullet points every night. Instead of be more confident, try say one kind thing to myself in the mirror every morning. Step 3. Track it. Daily use a simple calendar or checklist. Mark A every time you do it. This is your visual proof that you're showing up. Step 4. Celebrate the win. Don't wait for a 6-pack or a 6-figure income. Celebrate the consistency, not the result. Real stories. Real proof Musa, 27, started by waking up 10 minutes earlier to journal. 1 year later, he launched his online coaching brand and credits his momentum to that tiny habit. Farhana, 34, was overwhelmed with work. She started writing just one thing she accomplished every day. Her mindset shifted. She now runs her own virtual assistant business. Tanvir, 22, began learning graphic design for just 15 minutes a day on YouTube. In 7 months, he was earning $300 a month as a freelancer from his phone. Small steps, daily. That's the formula. Final words. This is just the beginning. Let me leave you with this. The 1% shift doesn't look like much today, but it looks like magic 6 months from now. This chapter was never about doing more. It's about doing smarter, smaller, simpler. But every single day. Big success, it's just 1,000 micro wins stacked with love and discipline. If you want a better life, start small. Start now. Start here. Action task. Write down one tiny habit you will do daily, starting today. Keep it so small that it feels almost silly. Now go do it, right after reading this. And remember, consistency beats intensity. Small wins become big shifts. This is your 1% moment. Take it. Chapter 2. Your habits, your future. Break down the habit loop. Master the art of building one powerful habit at a time that reshapes your identity and rewires your future. Have you ever paused to think about how much of your life is on autopilot? From the moment you wake up and reach for your phone, to the way you respond to stress, to how you spend your evenings, 90% of your daily behavior is driven by habit, not by conscious choice. Scary? Maybe. Empowering? Absolutely. Because once you understand this truth, you realize, if I can change my habits, I can change my life. What is a habit? Really, let's get clear. A habit is not just a repeated action. It's a behavior that's been repeated so many times. Your brain made it automatic. No effort, no debate, no motivation needed. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't say, I wonder if I should do it today. You just do it automatically. Now imagine if reading, working out, saving money, speaking confidently, or being grateful became just as automatic. That's not wishful thinking. That's the power of building intentional habits. The habit loop. The secret operating system in your brain. Charles Duhigg, in The Power of Habit, popularized the concept of the habit loop. Understanding this loop is like getting the cheat code to your brain. Every habit, good or bad, runs through the same three-part cycle. Cue, trigger. Something that reminds your brain to start the habit routine. Behavior, the action you take. Reward, the benefit your brain gets, which reinforces the loop. Let's break it down with a real example. Cue, you feel bored or stressed. Routine, you open the fridge and eat chocolate. Reward, you feel temporary pleasure. Your brain says, that felt good. Let's do it again next time. Now imagine reversing this. Cue, you feel stressed. Routine, you go for a 5-minute walk. Reward, you feel clarity, calm. Same loop, different routine. Life-changing result. Why motivation fails. And systems win. Most people wait for motivation to start a good habit, but motivation is a mood. It comes and goes. Ever felt super motivated on Sunday night? Made a to-do list, woke up Monday, and did nothing? Exactly. That's why you need systems. And a system starts with understanding your habit loop and designing it intentionally. Instead of forcing yourself to work hard, you need to make good habits easy and bad habits hard. How to build a powerful habit, one at a time. Let's walk through a simple, science-backed framework to build habits that stick. This method is based on James Clear's Atomic Habits, neuroscience research, and my own 20-plus years of writing about behavior change. Step 1. Make it obvious. Cue. Your brain loves clarity. If your cue is vague, you won't follow through. Instead of saying, I'll try to read more, say, I'll read one page every night after brushing my teeth. See the difference? You're attaching your habit to an existing cue. Brushing teeth. This is called habit stacking. Examples. After I make tea, I will write one journal sentence. After I check my emails, I'll take 5 deep breaths. After I come home, I'll drink a glass of water. Clarity creates consistency. Step 2. Make it easy, routine. Don't set goals that overwhelm your brain. Set goals so tiny, your brain can't say no. Want to meditate? Start with 2 minutes. Want to exercise? Start with 5 jumping jacks. Want to write? Start with 50 words. Why? Because consistency beats intensity. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're trying to rewire your brain. When you make habits easy, you bypass resistance. And once you start, momentum kicks in. That's how tiny routines become lifelong rituals. Step 3. Make it rewarding. If a habit doesn't feel good, your brain won't want to repeat it. That's why willpower dies. So make the reward obvious. After reading a page, say, "Nice, I'm learning." After working out, high-five yourself in the mirror. After writing, tick off a checklist. That dopamine hit matters. Want a cool trick? Use a habit tracker. When you see a streak, your brain wants to keep going. Missing a day feels like breaking a chain. Progress is addictive. Why bad habits stick so easily? Let's be honest, bad habits are easier. Scrolling TikTok is easier than writing. Netflix is easier than learning. Junk food is faster than cooking. Why? Because bad habits usually give instant pleasure, require no effort, are reinforced by environment. But here's the cost. Bad habits trade short-term comfort for long-term damage. You feel better now, but you pay later in health, time, focus, regret. So how do you break bad habits? Breaking bad habits without hating yourself. You don't break habits with force. You break them with friction and awareness. Here's how. Make it invisible. Unfollow distracting pages. Hide junk food. Log out of time-wasting apps. Out of sight, out of mind. Make it unattractive. Remind yourself of the long-term pain. What will this habit cost you in 1 year? Make it hard. Add obstacles. Use website blockers. Move apps off your home screen. Make it annoying to access. Make it unsatisfying. Add consequences. Tell a friend. Pay a fine if you break your rule. Example: mindless social media. Delete the app for 7 days. Or use a time lock. Late night binge? Don't keep snacks in the house. Negative self-talk? Every time you insult yourself mentally, write down 3 things you're proud of. Identity. The real habit. Game changer. This is the deepest layer of habit change, and the most powerful. Most people try to change their behavior, but successful people change their identity. Instead of saying, "I want to write a book," say, "I'm a writer. I write every day." Instead of, "I want to be healthy," say, "I'm someone who takes care of my body." Your actions are a vote for the person you want to become. Every day you do your habit. Even if it's tiny, you cast a vote for your new identity. Real-life transformation through habits. Sadia, a mother of 2, felt stuck and overwhelmed. She started with 5 minutes of reading every night. 1 year later, she'd finished 18 books, built an online income, and started teaching others. Arif, a university student, committed to writing 100 words daily. Just 100. In 9 months, he'd written a full ebook and sold 2,000 plus copies online. Jamil, once addicted to social media, replaced his late-night scrolling with journaling 1 sentence a day. Now he's mentally clearer, sleeps better, and manages a growing coaching business. They didn't change their lives in one leap. They changed their habits, and their habits changed their future. Final words. You don't need a new life. You need new habits. Here's the truth. You don't need more motivation. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a brand new version of yourself. You need one powerful habit, built consistently, with love, not pressure. If you can change your habits, you can. Build the business you dream of. Heal the confidence you lost. Design the body, mind, and lifestyle you admire. This chapter isn't just information. It's a mirror. It's a map. And it's a message. You're one habit away from a new you. Action task for you, reader. Pick one identity you want to build. Example: I want to be a focused person. Choose one micro-habit that aligns with that. Example: I will write my 3 daily priorities every morning. Attach it to a cue. Example, after brushing teeth, track it for 7 days. Just show up. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for repetition. Chapter 3. Upgrade. Your environment, small shifts in your surroundings. Massive shifts in your behavior. Learn how to design your physical, digital, and social environment to force progress. Have you ever walked into a clean, cozy cafe and suddenly felt productive, or stepped into a messy room and instantly lost motivation? That's not random. That's the silent power of environment. It doesn't shout. It whispers. It doesn't force you. It nudges you. And the crazy part? Your environment influences your behavior far more than you realize. More than motivation, more than willpower, and often more than your intentions. We like to believe we're in full control of our choices, but truth is, most of our decisions, what we eat when we scroll, how we focus, even what we believe, are heavily shaped by our surroundings. Once you understand that, you don't try to control yourself. You learn to control your environment, and that's how real, lasting change begins. The psychology behind environmental design. Psychologists have a term for it: choice architecture. It means you can structure your surroundings in a way that makes good choices easier and bad ones harder. One of the most famous experiments in this space, a hospital cafeteria found that when they moved water bottles to eye level and placed soda farther away, water sales went up 25% without a single motivational quote or health tip. Nothing changed, except the placement. But behavior changed dramatically. Here's the punchline. People don't change by force. They change when their environment makes it easier to act better. Now imagine what you could do if your environment was designed for success. 1. Upgrade your physical environment. Let's start with the space around you, your room, desk, home. Your physical environment can either encourage flow, focus, and clarity, or drain you, distract you, and pull you backward. Let's make this practical. A messy room. A messy mind clutter creates stress. You might not notice it, but your brain does. Keep only essentials on your desk. Use boxes or drawers to hide chaos. Add a plant or art. Beauty boosts energy, even simple. Changes like putting your chair near sunlight or facing a wall instead of a bed can create a psychological shift from rest mode to work mode. Design for the habit you want. Want to read more? Keep a book on your pillow. Want to drink more water? Keep a water bottle on your desk. Want to stop phone scrolling? Put it in another room. Your environment should cue the behavior you want. Think of this rule. Make good habits obvious. Make bad habits invisible. The 20-second rule, from Sean Acor's research. If you want to do something more, reduce the effort by 20 seconds. If you want to do something less, increase the effort by 20 seconds. Examples. Want to play guitar daily? Keep it on a stand, not in a case. Want to stop binge watching? Log out of Netflix after each use. Want to journal? Keep the notebook open on your table. You don't need to try harder. You just need to make it easier. 2. Upgrade your digital environment. We spend more time in our digital world than the physical one. So why do we keep distracting apps on the home screen? Let notifications hijack our brain. Open social media without purpose. The digital world is not neutral. It's designed to steal your attention. If you don't control it, it controls you. Digital detox? No. Digital design? You don't need to delete everything. You just need to design your digital space. Here's how. Rearrange your phone. Keep useful apps on page 1. Move addictive ones to page 3 or hide them inside folders. Turn off all non-essential notifications. You don't need a ping every time someone likes a post. Use website blockers like Freedom or Cold Turkey. Block time-wasting sites during work hours. Use one-tab browsers or minimalist extensions. Reduce visual overload. Clean up your feeds. Follow accounts that inspire, teach, and align with your goals. Unfollow those that make you compare, complain, or waste time. This sounds small, but it matters. If you open Instagram and see 10 people showing off wealth, you'll feel poor. If you see 10 people sharing ideas and books, you'll feel curious. The content you consume becomes the thoughts you think. The thoughts you think become the life you live. 3. Upgrade your social environment. This might be the most important and uncomfortable part. You've heard it before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But here's what that really means. If your friends are constantly negative, you'll become cynical. If your group mocks ambition, you'll suppress your goals. If your circle spends weekends drinking, not building, you'll stay stuck. Human behavior is socially contagious. Emotions spread, beliefs spread, habits spread. So here's a truth bomb. If you want to change your life, you may need to upgrade your circle. Not all influence is equal. Some people drain your energy, undermine your ideas, subtly shame your souage, growth others, celebrate your effort, share useful feedback, inspire you to level up. You don't need to cut people off with drama, but you can spend less time with energy drainers and more time with expanders. Look around and ask, who makes me want to be better just by being around them? Spend more time with those people, online or offline. Can't find a growth circle? Build one. Join a Telegram group, a Discord server, a Facebook community. Attend local meetups. Join accountability groups. Start a small mastermind. Even reading books by great minds counts. Environment is not just location, it's energy. Who you listen to daily becomes part of your environment. 4. Upgrade your mental environment. There's one more environment you can't ignore: your mind. Your mental environment is shaped by what you feed it. News, content, books. What you repeat, self-talk. What you focus on, problems or progress. If your mind is filled with fear, complaints, regret, it becomes a toxic place to live. But if you clean it up, just like a room, it becomes your greatest weapon. Mental hygiene habits. Daily 5-minute meditation or prayer. Journaling your thoughts and tracking patterns. Reading books that expand your worldview. Practicing gratitude daily for 3 things. These aren't soft habits. They're mental armor. They protect your clarity, your mood, and your long-term ambition. Recap. Build environments that force progress. Let's bring it all together. If you want better results, don't try harder. Design smarter. Here's a simple checklist you can apply right now. Physical. Is your workspace clean and inspiring? Are your habits visible? Is your phone out of arm's reach during focus time? Digital. Are you in control of your feed? Are distractions blocked during work time? Is your device helping you, not hijacking you? Social. Do the people around you support or sabotage your growth? Who inspires you to level up? Can you find or build a growth tribe? Mental. What are you telling yourself daily? What content do you feed your mind? Do you have a morning or evening ritual to reset? Final thought. Make your environment a silent mentor. You don't need to fight yourself every day. You don't need more discipline. You need an environment that quietly pushes you forward. The goal is simple. Make the right thing easy. Make the wrong thing hard. Once your environment works for you, not against you, success becomes automatic, And the best part, you can start redesigning it today, right now, with one small tweak. Action task. For you, reader, choose one area to upgrade today. Physical, clean your desk. Digital, rearrange apps. Social, message someone inspiring. Mental, write 3 gratitude points. Don't wait. Environment is not something you fix later. It's what shapes every choice you make today. Chapter 4. Kill the noise. Feed the focus. Eliminate distractions that steal your future. Build the 1% focus system to prioritize clarity, concentration, and consistent action in a chaotic world. Focus is a superpower. But in today's world, it's under attack. Every second, by design, notifications, algorithms, news, memes, messages. We are drowning in noise. Constant, invisible, brain-eating noise. And here's the scary part. You don't lose focus by accident. You lose your future, one distracted minute at a time. What separates the top 1% from the rest isn't just talent or luck. It's their ability to protect their attention and direct it on what matters, relentlessly. This chapter will show you exactly how to eliminate noise, build a bulletproof focus routine, install the 1% focus system that makes deep work automatic. Let's dig in. Focus Force. It's design. Most people think focus is about gritting your teeth, sitting still and trying harder. Wrong. Focus is not about willpower. It's about setup. You don't rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your systems. So before we build new systems, let's destroy what's killing your focus. Section 1. Kill the noise. Noise comes in 3 deadly forms: digital noise, mental noise, emotional noise, and each one silently steals your clarity, energy, and progress. 1. Digital noise. Your phone isn't just a tool, it's a slot machine for your brain. Every notification is a dopamine hit. Every scroll is a micro distraction. Here's what to do. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Move toxic apps to a hidden folder, or delete them. Use website blockers. Freedom, cold turkey. Stay focused during deep work hours. Keep your phone out of reach while working. If your phone is on your desk, even face down, your focus drops by 10–15%, according to University of Texas research. You can't focus in a war zone. So first, build a quiet room in a noisy world. 2. Mental noise. You sit to work. Suddenly, your brain jumps to, did I reply to that email? What if I fail? What should I eat later? This is mental clutter, loose, unprocessed thoughts. Try this 3-minute mental reset before deep work. Take out a notepad. Write down everything on your mind: worries, tasks, random thoughts. Decide, can I do something about this now? Yes? Add to to-do list. No? Let it go. Your mind is not a storage unit. It's a processing machine. Empty it regularly, or it will slow you down. 3. Emotional noise focus isn't just about what's on your screen. It's about what's on your heart. If you're anxious, jealous, angry, or afraid, your focus fractures. And in today's social media world, emotional spikes are constant. Solution: install emotional rituals. Morning gratitude journaling. 3 things you're thankful for. Daily, deep breathing or 5-minute meditation. Evening reflection. What did I do well today? It sounds soft, but it's mental armor. It helps you stay centered while the world spins. Section 2. Build the 1% focus system. Now that we've cleared the noise, let's build the engine. The 1% focus system is a set of small daily habits that compound into unstoppable clarity. Step 1. Set a daily focus time, non-negotiable. Start with 60 to 90 minutes, day, of deep, undistracted work. No multitasking, no phone, no music with lyrics. Just you and the task. Best times. Morning, after waking up. Your brain is cleanest late night, if you're a night owl. World is quiet. Block the time. Guard it like a meeting with your future. This alone can 10x your output in 30 days. Step 2. Use the 90-20 rule. Work, rest. Don't grind until you burn out. Research shows 90 minutes is the maximum time your brain can stay in true focus. After that, your efficiency crashes. Use the 90-20 model. 90 minutes deep work, 20 minutes break. Walk, stretch, no screens. This aligns with your brain's natural ultradian rhythm and makes focus feel sustainable, not a war. Step 3. Create a daily 3-task plan. Most people try to do 10 things and finish none. Instead, start each day with this. Today's top 3 tasks, most important, important but less urgent. Quick win, cross them off one by one. It gives your brain clarity and momentum. Why this works? Decision fatigue drops. You always know what to do next. Small wins keep motivation high. Step 4. Remove micro-distractions. These seem harmless, but they destroy flow. Examples: checking WhatsApp just for a second, clicking email tabs during writing, replying mid-task to a friend. Each switch costs you 23 minutes of refocus time, according to a University of California Irvine study. Make it harder to get distracted. Use full-screen apps like Focuswriter. Disable desktop notifications. Wear noise-canceling headphones. Flow requires friction-free focus. Build it. Protect it. Bonus: the dopamine focus connection. Let's talk brain chemicals. Your ability to focus is directly linked to dopamine, your brain's motivation and reward signal. Problem? Social media trains your brain to crave constant novelty. Dopamine spikes. That makes deep work, which is slow and effortful, feel boring. Solution: reset your dopamine sensitivity. Try a dopamine detox for 24 hours. No phone, no entertainment, no junk food. Just reading, walking, journaling. Silence, you'll feel bored at first. But after the fog lifts, you'll notice calm clarity, craving for deep focus. Train your brain to love stillness again. Real-world focus strategies from the top 1%. Let's peek into the routines of high performers. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, works in time blocks. No social media, no emails before noon, focuses on one task for 4 to 5 hours daily. Ali Abdal, doctor turned content creator, uses Notion to track deep work hours, batches content tasks into focused days, reviews weekly goals on Sunday. Naval Ravikant, entrepreneur, philosopher, says focus is the new IQ, believes in working like a lion. Short bursts. Full intensity keeps digital life minimal. Few apps, no endless browsing. The takeaway: focus isn't talent, it's a lifestyle. Final message: focus is a habit, not a trait. You're not bad at focusing. You're just surrounded by things that make focus impossible. But once you build a system, a fortress of clarity, everything changes. Your energy goes up. Your results improve. Your stress goes down. Focus turns you from scattered to unstoppable. Action step: do this today. Block 90 minutes tomorrow for deep work. No phone. Write your top 3 tasks for the day. Remove one digital distraction. Delete or hide an app. Reflect: what steals my focus the most? And how can I make it harder? Remember, the world is loud. Your goals are quiet. Make time to hear them. Distractions don't just delay you. They rob your destiny in small, silent ways. But focus gives it back. Let this be the chapter that turns your focus from a weakness into your greatest strength. Chapter 5. Think better, live bigger. Transform your internal dialogue. Use 1% mindset shifts to build confidence, resilience, and clarity. Even when life is messy, the most powerful tool you have at your disposal isn't your phone, your laptop, or even your knowledge. It's your mind. Your mindset shapes every action, every decision, and every outcome in your life. It's the filter through which you experience the world, and it controls how you respond to challenges, opportunities, and even the mundane. But here's the thing. Most of us don't realize that our internal dialogue, the words we speak to ourselves, can either make or break our potential. You are what you think. That's not just a catchy phrase. It's a universal truth. If you've ever felt stuck, unsure, or frustrated by life, chances are you're trapped by limiting beliefs or negative thought patterns. But what if I told you that you can change this? That you can shift the way you think just by making small, consistent changes to your mindset? This chapter will show you how to recognize and eliminate negative self-talk, shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, cultivate a powerful internal dialogue that fuels your success, use 1% mindset shifts to unlock your true potential. Let's dive in. Section 1. Understanding the power of your thoughts. Before we change anything, let's first understand the true power of your thoughts. Every single action you take, every decision you make, is the result of your thought patterns. Your beliefs about yourself, the world, and your potential shape everything you do. Imagine this. If you believe you're not good enough, or that you always fail when you try something new, you will subconsciously make choices that reinforce those beliefs. You won't take risks. You won't push yourself to try new things. And when challenges arise, you'll retreat instead of persist. On the other hand, if you believe you are capable of growth, that every failure is a lesson and that you can always improve, you'll act differently. You'll approach challenges with a mindset of curiosity, not fear. You'll seek out opportunities for growth, even when the path is uncertain. This is the power of mindset. Your thoughts shape your actions. Your actions create your habits. Your habits determine your results. Mindset is the seed that grows into your life's outcomes. Section 2. Identifying and eliminating limiting beliefs. The first step in changing your mindset is recognizing the negative beliefs that are holding you back. These beliefs are like invisible barriers that prevent you from moving forward. They sound like, I'm not good enough. I'll never be successful. I'm just not cut out for this. It's too late for me. I don't have the resources or support. The tricky part is that most of these beliefs are subconscious. They've been formed over years of experiences, social conditioning, or even past failures. But no matter how long they've been with you, they are not the truth. They are simply thoughts. And thoughts can be changed. The good news? You are, not your thoughts. You have the power to choose new thoughts, new beliefs, and new narratives that serve your highest potential. Action step. Write down your most persistent negative beliefs. For each belief, ask yourself, is this really true? Counter each negative belief with a positive affirmation. For example, I'm not good enough. I am always learning and improving. It's too late for me. It's never too late to start something new. Section 3. Shifting from a fixed to a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can improve, develop, and learn through effort and perseverance. On the other hand, a fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities are static. You either have talent or you don't. You either succeed or fail, and that's the end of the story. The world's most successful people, from entrepreneurs to athletes, all share one thing in common: a growth mindset. Let's break this down. People with a fixed mindset see challenges as threats. They avoid situations where they might fail or look incompetent. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. They embrace the struggle because they know that failure is just a stepping stone to success. But how do you cultivate this mindset? It starts with the simple belief that failure is part of success. Every time you fail, you learn. Every time you face a setback, you build resilience. The key is not to avoid failure, but to embrace it as an essential part of the journey. Action. Step. Start by reframing failure. Whenever you make a mistake or hit an obstacle, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve moving forward? Section 4. Cultivating a positive internal dialogue. The way you speak to yourself is everything. If your inner voice is constantly negative or self-critical, it's time for an upgrade. You wouldn't allow a friend to speak to you the way you sometimes speak to yourself. So why do you allow yourself to be your harshest critic? The most successful people are their own biggest supporters. They talk to themselves with kindness, encouragement, and empowerment. Instead of focusing on their flaws or shortcomings, they focus on their strengths and potential. It's time to upgrade your self-talk to match the person you're becoming. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I am capable, and I will figure this out. Action step. Pay attention to your self-talk for one day. Whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, interrupt it with a positive affirmation. Start building a new narrative. I am growing every day. I am capable of overcoming any challenge. Section 5. Reframing life's challenges. Life is full of challenges, and the path to success is often messy. But here's the secret. Challenges are the building blocks of your success. Every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise, but you have to reframe how you view them. When you encounter a challenge, instead of seeing it as something that's holding you back, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? What action can I take right now to move forward? Reframing challenges in this way shifts your perspective from a victim mindset to a victor mindset. Action step. Whenever you face a challenge, immediately reframe it by asking, how can I turn this into a win? What's the lesson here? Section 6. Creating the 1% mindset shifts for long-term success. That you've eliminated negative thoughts, adopted a growth mindset, and built a positive internal dialogue, it's time to implement the 1% mindset shifts that will unlock your true potential over time. Percent shifts are small, incremental changes you make to your thinking that compound over time. It's the same principle as the 1% improvement rule. Every small change adds up to big results. Here are some of the most powerful 1% shifts you can make to elevate your mindset. From I have to I get to, shift your thinking. From a sense of obligation to a sense of gratitude. I have to work today becomes I get to work today and move closer to my goals. From I'll never be successful to success is a journey. Understand that success is built over time. Every day is a step closer to your goal. From I'm not good enough to I am always improving. Embrace the fact that growth is a continual process. Each day is an opportunity to be better than yesterday. Action. Step. Pick one 1% shift you can apply to your life today. Commit to making it a habit for the next 30 days. Track your progress and see how these small shifts start to compound into big results. Final thoughts. Your mindset shapes your life. The most important decision you will ever make is the decision about how you think about yourself and your life. Your mindset doesn't just shape your actions, it shapes your future. When you transform your internal dialogue, you change everything. You start to take different actions. You make different decisions. You approach life with more confidence, clarity, and resilience. And over time, those 1% mindset shifts will turn you into the kind of person who consistently wins, even when life gets tough. Action step for today. Pick one limiting belief you've had about yourself or your abilities. Write a new growth-oriented belief to replace it. Say it aloud 5 times today. Every time you feel doubt, repeat your new belief. Chapter 6. The 1% Life System. Combine everything into a simple, daily system. Walk away with a repeatable 10-minute routine that creates unstoppable momentum for life. At the heart of every successful person is a simple, repeatable systems that drives them forward. Success isn't about one massive breakthrough or a single moment of inspiration. It's the result of small, consistent actions compounded over time. The best part? You don't need hours of your day to start building that success. You just need the right system. In this chapter, we'll take everything we've discussed so far and combine it into a practical, daily 1% system. A system that can transform the way you approach your life, your goals, and your personal growth. This isn't some complex, time-consuming ritual. Instead, it's a 10-minute routine you can incorporate into your day, designed to build unstoppable momentum in your life. The beauty of the 1% life system is that it's small, achievable, and incredibly powerful, just like all the principles you've learned up to now. These shifts may seem insignificant on their own, but when done consistently, they will transform your life. Section 1. The power of systems. If you've ever tried to change your life or achieve a big goal, you've probably encountered overwhelm. You might have thought, there's so much to do. Where do I even start? Or maybe you've set big, ambitious goals, but after the initial motivation fades, you're left struggling to maintain the same level of energy or focus. Here's the truth. Ambition without a system is chaos. Without a clear, structured plan for how to reach your goals, it's easy to fall off track. But the right system doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the more simplified your system is, the better it will work in the long run. It becomes part of your daily rhythm, something you do almost automatically, without thinking. Success isn't achieved by sporadic bursts of effort. It's achieved by consistent, small actions that compound over time. The key is to create a system that makes success feel effortless. Section 2. The 1% System. Components. Now, let's break down the 1% life system into simple steps that you can start applying immediately. This system is designed to be easy to follow, so you'll feel motivated to stick with it long term. The system consists of 3 core elements. The morning mindset shift, 2 minutes. The 1% daily action, 5 minutes. Evening reflection and gratitude, 3 minutes. Let's explore each part and how it works together to create a powerful momentum-building routine. 1. The morning mindset shift, 2 minutes. Your day starts the moment you open your eyes. The thoughts you have in those first few minutes set the tone for your entire day. If you wake up feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or uncertain, that energy will carry with you through your actions. On the other hand, if you wake up with a mindset of gratitude, possibility, and purpose, you'll approach the day with a much clearer and more optimistic perspective. The morning mindset shift is simple yet effective. In these first 2 minutes of your day, take a moment to focus on 3 things. Gratitude. Think of one thing you're grateful for. It could be something as simple as the opportunity to live another day or something specific like a supportive friend, family member, or accomplishment. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do, grounding you in abundance. Intention. Set a clear intention for your day. What is the one thing you want to focus on? It could be a goal, a specific task, or even a quality you want to embody, like patience or confidence. Setting an intention gives you clarity and purpose. Affirmation. Say a powerful affirmation that reinforces your belief in your potential. For example, I am capable of handling anything that comes my way today. Your words shape your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your reality. Start the day with an affirmation that aligns with your goals. These 3 simple steps, done consistently every morning, will change how you approach your entire day. It only takes 2 minutes, but the impact can be transformative. 2. The 1% daily action, 5 minutes. Success doesn't come from just thinking about your goals. It comes from consistent, small actions that add up over time. In this part of the system, you will choose one 1% action to take each day. This 1% action should be a small step that moves you closer to your goals. It could be a task that you've been putting off, a habit that aligns with your long-term vision, an action that challenges your limiting beliefs or stretches your comfort zone. It doesn't matter how big or small the task is. The important thing is that you do it every day. When you take one small action every day, you're building a system of momentum. Over time, this small step will feel like second nature, and the compounded results will be massive. For example, if your goal is to get fit, the 1% daily action might be doing 5 minutes of stretching or taking a brisk walk. If you're building a business, your 1% daily action could be sending one email to a potential client or writing 100 words for your next project. If you're improving your relationships, it could be making one small gesture of kindness to someone each day. The goal isn't to do everything perfectly, it's to create a habit of consistent effort. It's that 1% improvement each day that adds up over time to create unstoppable momentum. 3. Evening reflection and gratitude. 3 minutes. At the end of the day, you need to reflect on what you've accomplished and reinforce your positive mindset. The evening reflection and gratitude segment of your system helps you celebrate the small wins, review your progress, and learn from any challenges you faced. Here's how to make the most of these 3 minutes. Celebrate your wins. Write down 3 things you accomplished today, no matter how small. Even if you didn't complete everything on your to-do list, there are always wins worth celebrating. Recognizing your successes will build self-confidence and reinforce the idea that you're making progress. Learn from challenges. If there were any setbacks or things you didn't complete, reflect on what you can learn from those challenges. Did you procrastinate? Did you face an unexpected obstacle? Instead of criticizing yourself, ask, what can I do differently tomorrow to overcome this? The key is to learn from your mistakes, not to dwell on them. End with gratitude. Before closing the day, take a moment to acknowledge what you're grateful for. This brings closure to your day and sets a positive tone for tomorrow. Gratitude at the end of the day helps reaffirm a sense of peace and appreciation, creating a sense of accomplishment that stays with you as you sleep. Section 3. Why this system works. You might be wondering, why does such a simple system work? The power of the 1% life system lies in its simplicity and consistency. Small daily actions have a compounding effect. Over time, the 1% shifts you make in your mindset, actions, and reflections will lead to huge changes. Here's why it works. Consistency creates momentum. Success doesn't come from one huge action. It's the little things you do every day that add up. As you consistently take small actions, you'll start to notice momentum building, and momentum leads to unstoppable progress. Small wins build confidence. The more small wins you celebrate, the more confident you become in your ability to reach bigger goals. Each success, no matter how small, builds self-trust, clarity, and focus. Setting an intention and having a daily action plan gives you clear direction. Without a system, it's easy to feel scattered. The 1% Life System brings clarity and focus to your day, ensuring that you're always moving in the right direction. Sustainability. The beauty of this system is that it's sustainable. You don't need to dedicate hours every day to achieve your goals. Instead, you only need 10 minutes a day. Over time, you'll build habits that will last a lifetime. Final thoughts. Building unstoppable momentum. Now that you have the 1% Life System, the key is to stick with it. You'll face challenges along the way, and some days you may feel like you're not making progress. But remember, small actions compound, and every day counts. By committing to this system for just 10 minutes a day, you'll create momentum that becomes unstoppable. As you continue to improve by 1% each day, your life will begin to transform in ways you never thought possible.